live button.
Yes.
And we're live. Hey, it is what day is it? It's Sunday night, April 11th. Happy birthday to my friend Jerry. And I need to give you a phone call. But yeah, throwing up the guys here. Raging. So I had a random thought.
What's that?
I am wondering if Twitter had a snapshot of everybody at any particular moment, how many of them would be sitting on the toilet or doing something that they weren't supposed to be doing?
Oh, guilty of much worse crimes than just sitting on the toilet. Just saying.
I was just wondering that because it was funny today. We had some thunderstorms in the area. I had to look at the look on your face. We had some really bad thunderstorms in the area. Power had gotten off a few times. I had really scared dogs that I was snuggling with. I wasn't getting any writing done, and I ended up taking a nap. And then, normally, my father. It's funny. He used to call the bathroom the library because he would take a magazine in there. But when we were younger, we only had the one bathroom, so it was terrible. It was terrible because especially if he was taking his time. So, you bring a book in there or something, and it was just like I can't see anything. So take my phone, you know. And it was just this random, ridiculous thought. It's like snapshot.
Hmm.
I don't know. There's something wrong with me. Anyway.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean I really got pretty much nothing done. We were gonna go to the house and we were gonna take some measurements and put together a shopping list of some of the things that we wanted to install, like new lights, so Pat doesn't shave his head on a ceiling fan or two. And that didn't happen. None of it happened. But napping was
Right.
good.
That's what I did all day. But it was
Uh-huh.
medicine induced for me. I don't
Yeah.
have an excuse.
Yeah,
There,
I
there
think
was no act of God preventing me from staying awake.
but that's good. You needed a day to sleep because you're still sick.
Yeah. I'm all right now because of the medicine.
Mhm.
But like in about an hour, I won't be until
Yeah.
I can take it again.
Mhm.
So,
Mhm.
but it's cool. It's cool.
And I'm wondering who our Facebook user friend is. We've got a couple of them, I
Mm,
think,
oh
here.
shit. Hey folks.
So, and I don't know. I think you have to allow StreamYard
Hmm.
access for Facebook so that we can see you when you comment and stuff like that. But we're going to keep this really short and sweet. We just wanted to keep up
Makes
with the vlog. It's kind of an exercise that we're doing. Um, was the Lazy Song by Bruno Mars the theme song of today? It could be. It could be because it's not that I didn't want to get anything done, but when I couldn't get anything done, I think my brain just shut off and said, "Nope, you shall sleep." And it felt good, but I'm either going to be able to fall asleep really easily again tonight, or I'll be up all night. I don't know. I do have to pick up my son later. He had to work in this stuff. Yeah.
oh, that sucks.
Yeah, he was out in the weather, so that kind of stinks for him. Um, but yeah, I am going to try and get online and see how many of the utilities I can switch over, or do I need to make phone calls? I have to figure out a U-Haul truck or
Fun.
something. Um,
And I have to figure out a fucking hotel or fucking see if we can do the Airbnb another day because I fucked up my reservations.
yeah, but that wasn't a big fuck up. It was that's
No.
a little one.
But who the hell feels like driving 10 hours after being in a con for 12? Like, that ain't happening. I'm not leaving. I'll be sleeping on the fucking side of the road in fucking Orlando somewhere before I fucking
Yeah,
drive home. Fuck
yeah.
that.
I think the one extra room should be fine to do that because I think Mondays are kind of a slow day anyway, right?
I'm hoping. I'm hoping.
Oh, I know. That is, if I had a superpower, that would probably be it, because otherwise I'm a total armchair traveler. Um, but if I could just snap my fingers and be at the pyramids of Giza, or
God, you choose the pyramids over coming and hanging out with me?
big big destinations, I would pop into like Alaska and you know head over to the Great Wall, and it would just be like, all right, go to the Coliseum and things like that. Just those destinations where I don't want to spend hours and hours on a plane
You're
and
so
then
awesome and
traveling.
classy. I'd be like Japan, grabbing up all the fucking cheap toys I've ever wanted. I'm dead serious. They have some incredible shit, but then you add the shipping to it, and it's so
Right.
fucking much.
He says, just don't get any flies in that teleporter. Some days I already feel like a mutant, so maybe I am. I don't know.
Mm,
um anyway, so I've got the electricity on, the internet is good. I'm gonna try and get some writing done. I'm gonna pick my son up in about an hour and a half. You are making bunk beds, right?
mhm. Well, I'll be making 2 single beds tonight, and in the morning, C will help me complete the bunk part.
Right.
So, yeah,
Well, I
that's
mean,
gonna be some
your
fun.
your oldest can lift it unless they're really heavy, right?
I don't know, they're pretty fucking heavy. These are probably the heaviest bunks we've ever bought.
Right.
So, I don't know,
Yeah.
we'll see. Plus, she might be going to bed, so
Mhm.
hell, none of my kids are gonna wanna be around me by the time I leave this room.
Mhm.
It's time to,
Oh, I know.
whip
You
some
are on
shit
a
back into shape.
you are on a mission, and if I don't see you tomorrow, I will I will
I'm
send positive thoughts that your children survive or that you survive. I don't know.
I
It's
know.
it's going to be rough. It's going to
It's
be
gonna
rough.
be
I
rough.
remember I remember doing that with my kids. And folks, if you don't know what we're talking about, and of course you don't know what we're talking about, it is taking the game system away
Mhm.
for
They
who knows
will
how
n
long.
and they will not be going back into their bedrooms, not after the way they've behaved this week. They've gotten lazy, they don't wanna clean anything, they wanna get cocky when you ask them to pick up their own mess.
Mhm.
Like, no, I'm done. I'm done.
I remember the one time where my mother had sent me to my room. Now, this was before we had gaming systems in our rooms and TVs in our room. We had the family TV. That was it. We had the rabbit ears with the aluminum foil and all that stuff. I mean, it was centralized. And when Dad was home, he had control of the TV, right? But during the day, it was like fight was on between the siblings and stuff. Okay, that's fine and good. You go to your room. That was punishment because there was really nothing to do in there. And I remember my mother sending me to my room, and she said to clean my room, and I was just like, it's my room, it's my junk, it's my I know where everything is, right? It was like, I guess organized chaos might be the best way to describe it, because I had piles on the floor and all shit everywhere, but I knew where my stuff was.
Right.
And my mother came in and she's like, I told you to clean your room. And she went shoink, everything off of my dresser, everything off the bed. I mean, like everything, sheets, everything.
Well, you should have
Everything out of
cleaned
the
your
closet,
fucking
and
room,
everything was
Meredith.
in the middle of the room, and she says, "Look at this mess," and I was like, "But you did it." Whack! I was like, "All right."
I'm
And
there right now. I'm
yeah,
there. I
good
think this is the
memories.
first story I've ever, like, sympathized with your mother. Like, I feel it. I feel it. I just wanna go in
Yeah,
there with a fucking garbage bag, kick shit over, and dump out drawers, and,
yeah,
like,
and
we're
put it away, and put it away, and you know what? That has stuck with me for decades, and it's weird if I really think about it, because I will wait until something piles up. And then I kind of do the same thing. Like, I won't swipe it and put it on the floor because I've got breakable stuff, right? Even then I had breakable stuff. But it's like, okay, I get to a point where I let it pile up, and then all of a sudden I'm like, that's it. And everything gets taken off, wiped down, and then put back in order. So it's again organized chaos. And I don't know why I let it
yeah,
get to that
theirs is
point.
teenage nasty. There are dishes in there. I'm missing half my fucking silverware. I have found wrappers. I have found. Oh my god, y'all! I'm not even
Yeah.
getting into all of it right now.
And you know what's funny is that okay, so you say have them fold their own laundry. My mother used to fold the laundry, and she the when I was younger, the house that we had, the three sisters were upstairs in like the attic bedroom. Okay, so we had the three of us, and she would put our clothes really nicely folded on the stairs. She would have them separated by whose was whose and all that stuff. And we were freaking lazy. I mean, we would like literally dig through unfolding stuff, looking for the thing that we wanted to wear, and then it would be a mess on
Oh
the
my
stairs.
god, you were my kids.
Yeah, I was. I was. And then, hey Trish,
Hey
it's been a
Trish.
while. How's Mike feeling? Haven't seen, I don't think I've seen him in a while. But I would do that, and my mother was like, that's it. And she quit folding clothes. She's like, here's your basket. You figure it out. Right. Um, So how does that translate now that I'm a grown adult? I don't have dresser drawers, you guys. I have a shelf, like literally a shelf, because I like seeing my clothes, because I like digging through it, and it's kind of organized by shelf, you know. So I don't like the dresser drawers for some reason. And the ones that I've had, like the real wood ones,
I
they
don't like
leave
them either
us.
because it gives the kids stuff to they can conceal
They conceal
things.
stuff, right? And not only that, but the wood, I think it's cedar to help with the moths and things like that. It gives my clothes a smell that I really don't like. So I prefer not having dresser drawers anyway. So that it's kind of turned into that weird kind of habit or preference. So um yeah, it's kind of weird how, like, knowing or remembering how I was back then, how that translates now, and even um, how I used to be with my kids, demanding things, or what was worth a fight and what wasn't worth a fight. Laundry for me was never really a fight. It was just like, here's your basket. I might have tried folding it, and it was just like, why? They don't care.
No, it's amazing what they did in 2 fucking days, and I'm sick.
Hmm.
Yeah, I do too. I do
Yeah, and
too.
see, saying, but I see our kids knocking
Yeah,
all their
and
clothes off the shelf.
but I'm
I mean,
totally down with handing them a basket. You want to wear wrinkly ass fucking clothes? Don't fold them. Just shove them in your fucking drawer. Just don't
mhm,
pull them out and throw them everywhere. I don't
yeah,
care. I'm
yeah,
done. I'm fucking like it's enough. Like
yeah,
I'm like after I walked out and I saw that shit they did in the kitchen and living room, I'm like, mm.
yeah. If it was good
It
enough for
was
you, it's good enough for
they flipped the bitch switch now. It's not gonna be okay.
it. No, tomorrow's going to be rough. That is like boot
It's
camp.
gonna start tonight because I'm pulling them motherfucking gaming systems, those PlayStations and the Switch and all that. All that's coming tonight.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, I feel for you. I feel for you
Don't
because that
feel
is
for
going
me.
to
You better
be.
feel for them little bastards.
At the end of the night, though, I wanna do a count to see how many shots of vodka you have left in the bottle.
I'm not drinking anymore. Mm-mm.
Oh man, yeah, that's gonna be like mommy needs time, and just hitting the whiskey or the
Yeah,
vodka.
just hang out in my background, Meredith. I'll freaking find the charger for the laptop and you can listen to me cuss out the furniture while I try to put these beds together. Because they're also using that as an excuse because I got sick when the fourth
Hmm.
box finally came for the set. And so I didn't put it together when it came. So the girls have been crashing in the living room at night.
Hmm.
So we're gonna see. I'm gonna build your beds.
Hmm.
You're
I
saying
like
it's because of the beds? Okay, you'll have beds tomorrow, motherfuckers. Let's do this.
I like building furniture. I always have.
Me too. Me too. But
You
this
know.
one's a lot. Like, oh my god.
Well, you said 4 boxes. I can't even. But if they're bunk beds and it's heavy, so you're going to have at least 4 boxes because of the headboard and the
Right.
footboard.
Right.
Then all the cross beams and stuff like that. And then mattresses and stuff. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, that must have looked like friggin' Christmas or a small warehouse coming
It
to your
did.
house
And
for
they pissed
delivery.
me off because the one box went missing in shipment for a good while. Like I had already started a claims on Amazon.
Yeah.
Um or through Amazon, and then it finally showed up with the day that they sent me the stuff to start shipping everything back to them was the day the fourth box arrived.
Oh man.
So I was like, all right, you know what? I don't feel like the hassle of sending it back. Because then we were like, you know what? We'll go to a freaking used furniture store or whatever and just grab a bunk bed from there and have them deliver it. But now it's like, it's here. I don't want the labor of freaking loading all this shit up and taking it and having. So we're going to put them together.
One of these days, I probably have real furniture, like a real bed. I mean, we have a bed, but the mattress hurts my back. I mean, it hurts my back. So guess what's not coming over in the move? The mattress. The frame is coming with us, but the mattress is going to the curb, and I am glad to see it go because at this point in time, I sleep comfortably on the futon. And every once in a while, you know, when we turn that into a bed, Pat will join me, or he goes sleeping on the couch because the mattress is such shit that it hurts. And the only reason why he sleeps on that is because he's 6'4", and if he sleeps on the futon, then he's like whacking his toes against the end. So he hates that. That hurts, and he has bad feet to begin with. But yeah, so that's not coming over. And I'm like, with all the move and the expenses and stuff like that, I'm like, well, we'll just sleep on our living room furniture until we figure it out.
Right.
But it's not even that big a deal to me, you know. I'm like, whatever, I'll camp on my floor. I don't care. I just don't like it being in between. Like right now, I feel like I'm in between houses. It's driving me crazy. You know, now I'm looking at my cable will be over on the new house on Saturday, but my electricity is going to be turned on Thursday, maybe. I'm like, why Thursday? Why does it take that long? So I'm going to call them tomorrow. Then I have to make sure that my utilities are turned on as far as water.
It is, and I introduced her.
Stuff. Yes, it is my new addiction. I love the Macs, and so I once things are settled and I know what my actual budget is, not this crazy we're moving and we have to get a truck and we have to do all of this stuff. Budget is back in line. I'm going to be looking for more. Heather Ellen, you said Heather Ellen probably has.
Yeah, she probably does. She probably has some image stuff too.
Image.
Yeah, leave her alone. I said it. I found her first. I have stuff I need to.
You didn't lick her. She's not just yours.
I will lick her. I
will. Okay, fine. No, not really. I'm totally going to renege on that. So
mean.
It's like, who's got the budget first? So I'm really excited about going to Comic-Con. I know that there are a few other events that Rob has scheduled. He's like, hey, are you interested? And I'm like, it depends on my car and my budget.
Right.
You know, if I can be there. I don't mind sitting behind and manning a table and seeing how he sells things. I mean, I've sold stuff. I've manned tables, just, you know, not comic books, but yeah, I mean, if I've got a few books to sell, I will do my best. You know, I've seen people in action. I've seen really good sellers. I've seen some really not so good sellers, you know, people who sit there at their table. Okay, this is what I don't understand. If you are trying to sell your books, if you have inventory and you paid for your table at a convention and you're sitting there and you are not engaged with anybody who's walking by, you're not getting eye contact or anything like that. You're just kind of sitting there and you're like this. Especially as a writer, why is anybody going to buy a book from you? Why is anybody going to ask you questions and stuff like that? I mean, you know, unless your display is huge, unless you are busy talking to other people are willing to wait if you acknowledge them and say, hey, I'll be right with you. I just want to finish up with this guy. Okay, you acknowledge them.
God, we have to talk.
They're willing to wait. Yeah, but if you're sitting there, you've got product on your table and you're sitting there and you're not engaged at all. Now, I'm not talking artists. Artists are different, especially if they're sitting there and they're doing sketches and stuff like that, like live sketches where you can watch. Then people are respectful of that and it's okay, you know, because even the good ones will sit there and they'll talk and they say, hey, how are you doing? You know, and they have that a lot of them have that skill, not every single person.
Oh my
All right.
god, I'm passionate, but I'm not friendly. I don't know if I'm engaging, and sometimes I'm not
Uh,
approachable, Meredith. I'm gonna fail.
it's different though. It's different when you are behind the table selling something, because there is that little
Oh,
bit of a barrier.
I've got a team to protect me.
And let them and observe and see what works, because what Rob does one way is not how I'm going to do it. Even our pitches are going to be different for certain products, right?
Sure.
So that's natural, but have a pitch. Even the intro. When we go on other shows, Nita, how long did it take you before you were comfortable saying what you do, like who you are, where to find you, and stuff like that? That's your pitch for you.
Oh, is that okay?
How long did that take you, though? I mean,
Forever?
but it took practice, and now you're like,
Actually, it didn't take forever because the strange thing is I had a memory pop up, or it wasn't even a memory. I was scrolling through some stuff, deleting more private pictures, and a Haps video came up, and it was only 3 months old, and I'm like, what the hell happened?
mm-hmm.
It was 3 months old, and I'm sitting there, and I'm like, all like, my friend Meredith told me
Right,
I should, like, just looking at
right.
myself, like, what the fuck were you doing, girl?
But now, like if I were to say, and Nita, introduce yourself, right?
Right. I could do it. I don't want
Do
to right
it,
now.
do it,
No.
do it.
Why? This is my
Just
show. People that are watching this shit know me.
because you have a thing that you say. I'm a writer, vlogger, blogger, and I'm just like, and the first time I heard you say that, I went, oh, she's come into her own. I was just like, she figured it out. That is so cool, because it took me a hell of a lot longer to figure out what my pitch was. I'm like, what the hell do I do? Because I have my fingers in so many things. I'm like, okay, what's important? And editing, slashing things that like, I mean, do they really need to know? Do I really want to direct the traffic to that thing or whatever? I mean, do they need to know everything?
No, I just like try the
No.
most important ones first. And right now, it's like priorities. It's like, fucking partner in Continuum Comics, co-host of Ragin,
Mhm.
and everywhere on social media. Blah 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 blah. Writer,
Yeah.
vlogger, baller. Blah.
See? I think that's pretty awesome. And but it takes practice. So even just that pitch to introduce yourself on shows, that pitch is what you take with you at tables, so that people can find out who you are, where to find you, what your product is, and why do they want to buy from you. I mean, I've bought product because the guy was cool, not because of the product. Not always, but I mean, if I have a shopping list, if I have a wish list of things, and I'm like, there are people that I want to see and say hello to and see what the product is, that's different. But when it comes to finding new to me people, that interaction is so important. If you're sitting there like this and you don't care to be there, or it doesn't look like you care to be there, in most cases I don't care to be anywhere, because I do get uh I do have problems with crowds, but I know
Me
when I'm
too.
feeling that anxiety and I need a break, then I do remove myself so that I can get my shit in order, and then I can come back, but I need that moment to just find a quiet place, breathe, and then come back and do it over again. But that comes with coping mechanisms. It takes a good while to understand what your limits are, because if I didn't do that, I would probably have that Hulk moment. It's like,
Right. No, I get that. That's why I'm bringing headphones to Orlando.
yeah,
I will
yeah.
be bringing noise canceling headphones, and so like if you see me sitting on the floor away from a table or something, probably
Hell, if you are hiding under the table because of the table skirt and it's the only quiet spot that you can find, I mean, I've done that. I've done that where I was not able to escape, and I literally found a place where nobody could see me, like walking in the door, and I fell asleep on the floor. I took a moment to be on the floor and just like this. It's like, okay, hope nobody can see me, you know. I will do that. I will do that if I need to. And I have. So, yeah, I think it's going to be fun. It'll be an experience. It's the biggest con that I've been to. I do like the smaller ones because I like the networking aspect of it. And I've had a few discussions with people who said that the big cons are for selling and just getting your name out there. The smaller ones are more, a lot for networking. I've seen that, um, but I don't know. I don't know which I prefer at this point in time because it's been a hot minute since I've been to the larger ones, like a long, long time. Here we go. Comics because of cool covers, to fill gaps, to complete story series, or because I enjoy the work of the writer artist. Yeah.
Right.
So, but yeah, again, Nita, it's what if you're feeling that anxiety and stuff like that, and it does get busy, and you're going to see so many people walking by, and it is sensory overload. But sitting at the table and just understanding, like if you just tell your brain, okay, this is my area that I need to cover, and focus on the person who's in front of you, um, it's bearable. It's bearable. So I'm not that worried. And if you need to go for a walk or if you need to take a bathroom stall uh, for a couple of minutes,
That's another thing. Oh my god. We're gonna be there so
like,
long. Eventually, I'm gonna have to use the fucking bathroom at a convention, and that is not okay. I'm not okay with that. I'm probably just, oh god.
you know what? That bring a diaper bag and bring your antibacterial wipes and stuff like that. I mean, she's gonna have her rubber gloves. She's gonna have the antibacterial wipes and the Lysol and everything. She's gonna be
Mm,
shh,
it's a
and then
lot.
she can.
Dude, I have left a cart slammed full of groceries just to freaking go home, all the way home, a 30-minute ride because I had to go to the bathroom and then go back to the grocery store after.
Just say I'll be right back. Don't walk away with my cart. Don't put my cart stuff away. Um, I was like that. I don't know.
Hmm.
I don't know. Now that I'm older, I'm just like, yeah, where's my depends?
Oh my god, Meredith.
No, I'm not to that point yet.
Please
Uh,
don't. Don't give up, Meredith. Don't give up.
I haven't given up yet. Not yet. Trish says in Dallas, the lady had a sign that said she had a nervous disorder. Please be patient. I am trying. See that's it. And I would see that, and I would be like, "Aw, what you got, lady?"
You
you
see,
know.
that's so much nicer because I was seriously thinking about finding some screen shirts to be like, do not touch me. Lower your motherfucking voice.
Well, somebody was now.
What
This
you
is a
need.
few months
Point.
ago. Take disposable toilet seat covers. Well, you could do that too. Let's see. Where Yeah, this is funny. She looked nervous as hell, so I bought $50 of swag. That's awesome. I probably would do the same thing if I had the budget because that's just that. You can. A lot of people can connect with that. They understand that. Um, so everybody is different when it comes to their selling style, their pitches, and things like that. That the table helps to put that barrier between you. Um, and there are ways, as long as as long as you don't get to the point of no return. And what I mean by that is like that the anxiety or something, when you're feeling a little bit overwhelmed, and there's that point where you're like, I need to step back right now or I'm going to lose my shit, and making sure you don't cross that line, and just say, I'll be back or something. And there are going to be plenty of people there who will be like, okay, we got this covered, go take care of what you need to take care of. So that's really cool. And I've seen also at the smaller cons, because a lot of the people know each other. The smaller cons are usually your more local people, so they know each other. They kind of run around in the same circles. It's like, hey, I need a break. They'll watch your table for you. And that's kind of cool too. So it's what the community and industry kind of put
Industry.
together. I don't know if that's ever going to take off, Nita. I know
It
you're
will. It will. Trademark industry.
community. But there are people who are willing to help, because we're all kind of that weird, um, we've all got these personalities. Honestly, I haven't met one person who is creative in spirit and talent and stuff like that who doesn't have something, whether they're an Aspie, whether they have anxiety, whether they are
And just
an
socially
introvert,
awkward, period, right?
socially awkward and stuff like that. Every single person, I mean, at that point, that to me is normal. I'm like, what are these normal people that you speak of? So one of my good friends has 3 rules: don't look at me, don't touch me. May I reiterate, don't look at me.
It's like I've just gotten cool where it's on camera, and it's like I don't know, man. And I don't want people to feel disrespected if I'm not looking them in their face.
Right,
Like,
right.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm like,
And I
I'm already
wonder,
building up anxiety for freaking
but
August.
see, but I know other people who have anxiety, and it's weird because a couple of them are cosplayers, total anxiety issues, right? But they
Right?
put on a cosplay, and it's like that different persona. I've seen other people who, because they're not comfortable with the eye contact, like direct eye contact, they put on the really dark shades, and it's like, so it becomes their public persona to be out there. And it's like, okay, you're looking cool, you're looking pretty good, but really it's a tool that they need so that they don't have to. So it looks like you wouldn't know that you're not looking at them, or that you're looking at their chest. You're not making that direct eye contact. But as long
Well, I
as you're
have a trick for eye contact that I use that I learned when I was younger because I used to get in trouble a lot because you're not looking at me when I'm talking to you and you need to look at me. And so I did learn like
Mhm.
how to
Oh yeah.
to give the illusion of eye contact, I guess.
Hmm. Yeah,
But
and a lot of times it might be here.
it's right here.
It's either here, or it's here, or even just looking at their mouth, or just under their lips. Um, but then I don't know. I've personally gotten better at looking people straight in the eye. Uh, Not always, but because it's one of those things where, again, if you've got a lot of traffic going by and you want to try and get as many sales and things, you want to engage people. So if people see that you saw them, they're like, "Oh fuck, she saw me," Let me go talk to her now.
Hey, you.
Yeah, right, right. It's that it works both ways. It works both ways. So if you're sitting there and you're talking to somebody, it's like, "Hey, I'll be right with you." It's like, "Oh, hey, how's it going?" And they're like, "Oh man, fuck, she saw me. She looked right in my eyes. Now I got to go see her. Otherwise, she's going to think I'm rude." That's on them. But if you want sales, you do what you have to do. Hey, Pops, good to see you here. I see that you are back on Twitter. You are out
I
of
know.
jail. So drop in your user handle so people can find you over on Twitter.
And we can Twitter whore you.
Yeah. Use cool hand puppets. Yeah, can you imagine? It's just like, no, I'm socially awkward, so I'm just going to use a puppet, and you have this whole stage and your hands up there. It's like, hello. No one's ever got to see you. Remember the old Punch and Judy things?
Oh
Like,
my God. Right.
come here, let me smack you in the mouth.
Mhm.
Oh my god.
I'm just glad that that you'll be there, Rob will be there, C's gonna be there, Mike's gonna be there. So like, yeah,
Mhm.
like there's
A lot of Florida people. A lot of Florida people are going to be there just by default. So
Mhm.
um, yeah, I'm
And
looking
some I don't
forward to
even
it.
want to see, but hey, whatever.
Oh, so what I was going to, I can't believe we've been vlogging for like 35 minutes, but
Yeah, we
one of
already
the
broke
things
our new
that
rule.
I
Go
know,
ahead. Go ahead.
shh, shh, when rules are meant to be broken. It
Yes.
was earlier last year. I think it might have been Melanie Dean from the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. She's one of the co-hosts of
Right.
the show, and she said that she had gone to a convention. I think it was her. Don't quote me on that, but I think it was her. I want to give her love. And she said that they had armbands, different color armbands, right?
Hmm.
So Red meant like keep your distance, don't touch me, don't do anything. Yellow meant, hey, we can talk about it. Like hey, if you want a handshake or something like that, or if you want to step a little bit closer, we're okay. Let's talk. Let's talk. And then green meant like, hey, come on in, come in for a hug, or whatever. But having that, I think, is a super good idea. And I don't
Me too. That's
know
brilliant.
why aren't people doing that? Like, why
That
is
should be
that?
embraced. Like
Yes.
seriously, because if somebody just walks up to me and wants to touch me,
Yeah.
like, dude,
But you would be red, like you would be totally red. I would probably have yellow.
like
I would be
I
yellow
don't
with
know.
you.
I'm
I don't know.
okay sometimes, but like you got to talk to me first. Don't just run up to me and like even if you've known me on here and we've been friends for a while and stuff, don't put like we're not like that. Like
Yeah.
give me a minute. Give me a minute.
But I would totally I would either be yellow or green if that was the case. I'd be like, "Hey, come on in." But then again, like knowing myself and knowing when I've reached my limit where I need to take a break, then
That
I'm
would be
gonna have the
red.
strength to come
God,
back.
no, my feelings are hurt.
No, but that's okay because it's about personal space. So it is totally about personal space, and I think that you're right. It should be embraced by everybody. I don't know. I haven't really seen anybody doing that or talking about it, but it's such a good idea. It's
It
almost
really
like that
is.
emergency bracelet thing. It's like if you know right there and you know to look for that, then you know who like how close you can be with
But
somebody.
I also don't want to feel completely unapproachable because I can be. We can talk and everything, but
Right.
like
But that's
like
it. It's like you can talk, but stay your 6 feet. And then at
I'm
that
not
point,
even big on like I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. And it depends on how you
but
smell.
that but
And it
it doesn't
depends. There's a lot of factors in there, Meredith.
that
Like
whole
it's
sensory
sensory
overload
issues.
thing.
Yeah, it's
Mhm,
just like, are you
mhm.
wearing too much perfume? Is your body odor reeking through your clothes?
Yeah.
It,
Can you by day 4 of con?
I'll be dead. I'll just be dead. I'll just be dead.
You'll be fine. Just like, come on, Nito, it's time to go. And you're like, no, I'm not leaving. You can't make me. It's like trying to get out of the house. But that's it, though. It's about respecting personal space. And the red doesn't mean no, don't talk to me. It means no touching. Like keep your distance until we talk and engage, and then maybe at some point you'll be a yellow. But that's all it is. It's that personal space. I have boundaries, and I'm not comfortable with somebody coming up and just grabbing me and saying, "Hey, how's it going?" and stuff like that. You know. So, but that's really about it. I'm really looking forward to it. And I would love to hear the tips and tricks from other people on how they get over their anxiety and their sensory issues when they're at events. I feel like I've learned enough coping mechanisms, and I know myself well enough that if I feel those symptoms, it's like, okay, it's time to step back a little bit and just take a break, take a breather, go for a walk, maybe get something to eat, and then you come back. It's like, okay, gird your loins, we're going back in.
Oh my god.
That's it. I'm gonna throw up the guys. Nita, anything else? Do we have anything to announce?
Not
Friday. Wait, what do we have on Friday?
oh, Josh
Josh Pantaleresco.
or however you say it. Josh from Just Joshin'.
Freak them out by wearing multiple color wristbands. If you have a split personality, that fits, right? Look at you.
Like I'm not even sure. I'm not even sure.
That's so funny. So we've got Josh on this Friday. That'll be fun. The following
Friday is
Friday
still open.
is
The
still open.
30th, we'll have Lola the Indie Princess. And on the 7th, we have Christy Shin, Demon Bitch. That's going to be fun.
Yeah.
So,
All right. So let me see here. Last of the comments here. There are a couple of people I want to reenact Hanlando Bespin reunion scene. Bystanders will be freaking out. Dudes are going to fight. And you guys
oh my
have
God.
a great evening. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. Tomorrow is Monday. Stay focused. Stay kind. Be kind to
And get your tickets for MegaCon.
Get your tickets to MegaCon. We want to meet you. Do you really? Yeah, we do.
Yeah. Depends on who you are.
Right. All right, we're out of here, you guys. Have a great night. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure that you head over to the YouTube channel and hit the subscribe button, hit the notifications bell, because we never know when we're going to go live for our vlogs, but we do know that Friday nights are normally 9 Eastern, 8 Central. But that might change, won't it?
It will. There are changes coming, but we'll talk about that later so we don't confuse people.
Yeah, don't be confused. Just tune in and hit the notifications bell, all right? That's the final word. Right.
All right, let's do this. Bye.